Live now to Victor Gao, Suzhou University Chair Professor. Professor, great to have you on the program with us again. China has responded to the Trump tax blitz by imposing new tariffs on U.S. products. What impact do you think this move will have?
Well, first of all, from the Chinese perspective, the United States government is not justified at all by any stretch of the imagination to impose such one-term tariffs against countries like China, as well as many other countries in the world. So China wants to stand firm on matters of principle and defend its legitimate interests. Therefore, by retaliating against such one-term tariffs, by imposing the mirror image of 34% tariff on all goods imported from the United States to China, is considered by the Chinese government and by the people here in China as the only right thing to do against such bullying by the United States. China has also approached the WTO to lodge a formal complaint against the United States. And together, China has also imposed the sanctions about 7 new rare earth minerals against the United States. I think this will really take a big bite on the defense industry in the United States and will show to the United States government that don't mess around with China, otherwise you will suffer the consequences.
So Donald Trump says China's retaliatory tax measures mean Beijing played the wrong way and panicked. Is that accurate? Did Beijing panic?
Absolutely not. I think if you compare China and the United States, China has kept its sanity and is very composed and is very stable, whereas the United States is jumping up and down and is launching such tariff war or trade war against so many countries in the world. Therefore, it is the United States which is panicking, which is at the end of the wit, I'm afraid, and China is just doing the right thing to retaliate. China will retaliate against any country which wants to bully around and put maximum pressure against China. That is considered as the only right thing for China to do, to retaliate against any other country which wants to mess around with China.
Victor, developing nations in Southeast Asia, such as Myanmar and Laos, as well as several African nations, are among those facing the highest U.S. tariffs. These countries are also Beijing's trade partners. What do you think that says about Trump's intentions?
Well, first of all, I think the maximum pressure levied by the United States against so many countries has really revealed the true color of the United States. It does not care about international rules. It doesn't care about engaging with other countries on equal basis for negotiation and really constructive ways to solve any problem. Therefore, I think there are many countries which now see China more and more as a more responsible stakeholder. And they want to improve relations and expand the business relations. And you mentioned countries in the ASEAN organization, in Africa, in other parts of the global south, but also in Europe, for example. In recent days, there are more and more approaches from European countries, from EU as a whole, to improve relations with China. I think this is the megatrend. This is a mirror image